All right, go ahead as you were saying.
Yeah, so my primary topic is on the dignity and respect of the human person. I think everything flows from there in terms of Catholic theology. You know, we have Jesus Christ came down as a human being, and he redeemed humanity from our fallen state, our fallen nature. And I really am a product of mercy in my own life. One of the things that I emphasize in my talk is the prevention of substance use and abuse, particularly. And our world is just flooded with the use of substances, and beyond substances, we're so addicted and kind of caught up into our own self through social media, through consumerism, that I really just desire to share a message of mercy, that, you know, we're all sons and daughters, and as John Paul II, a great role model in my life, a saint, stated that we're not the sum and fault of our failures, but rather we are the sum of the Father's loving mercy for us. So this is really just the message that I desire to spread to, you know, in conferences, at schools, at parishes, is where particularly my speaking ministry goes. And really, any opportunity that I have, my answer usually is yes, I am available if I am available.
Well, that was a lot said, first of all. And what inquiry minds want to know is, how did a young-looking gentleman like yourself, with 5 children, 4 children, and 1 on the way,
Sure.
happen to get into this type of ministry?
Yeah. Partly through my desire, but I think beyond that, through my mentorship. I've had from high school some incredible teachers that drew me into youth ministry, and particular priests at my parish back in Florida really took me under their wing. Father Black, to make mention of one of them, is just a role model of mine, a father figure of mine, and has really taught me that life really isn't about myself. Life is about service to others, and that's where we find our identity as, again, sons and daughters of the King.
All right. Well, you fall right into my new little program I have on love. So we'll talk a little bit about love before you go,
Sure.
okay? And since you're co-hosting and you're sticking around, we'll have a little bit of time to talk about that.
That would be great.
So now you play a guitar.
I do.
Tell us about how that happened.
Yeah, well, again, mentors in my life. My older brother, Stephen, is quite the musician. And when I was a junior in high school, he was out gigging in cafes, restaurants, playing in college, and his piano player left for college, and he came to me and said, hey, if I got you a jazz teacher, would you be interested in going out and playing in restaurants and cafes with me? And I was like, that would be pretty amazing, you know, to make some money as a high school student and kind of practice in the back of a corner where no one's really listening to you in restaurants. And that's really where my love for music kind of started and flourished.
Okay.
And from there, I started going out and playing on my own. Just recently, I'm proud to announce that I recorded my first album at the Tone Factory here in Las Vegas.
Congratulations!
Yeah, it was a dream come true, just to be inside of the studio. 8 original songs. The title of the album is called See Into Me.
See Into Me, Variety Talk family. See Into Me. Is it available?
It is available on Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, pretty much anywhere. You can also listen to samples of the songs on my website at mikecbrown.com. And it's a Christian genre.
Okay.
And I don't know that I intended this per se when I was writing the music, but it just kind of came about when I was writing that if you're listening to it, it's not the typical contemporary Christian music. And if you listen to the words, you recognize that it is of Christianity, and it really comes from my own prayer life. Music, I find there's such beauty in music, and it's one of my outlets. It's one of my release points. It's one of those opportunities where I can be raw with the Lord in my room or in my patio, where I sit with a pen and a guitar or a piano and write.
All right. So you know what, Nick, we got to make sure we scroll that at the bottom of the screen again before we leave today, so everybody can make sure. Let's see, www.mikebrown.com, MikeCBrown.com, everyone, MikeCBrown.com. And make sure you go in there and support this gentleman who is doing what? Supporting the veterans today. So we're going to take a quick station break, everyone, and you'll sit in with us, right?
I will, for sure.
Okay, so we've got a brand new co-host right here on the spot just for today, everybody, Mr. Mike C. Brown. And when we come back, you'll get a chance to hear a little bit of this guitar playing.
All right.
So, all right, we'll be right back.